This golden oldie courtesy of Van Balian. See the guy to my left here? He is offset. Very interesting conversation between himself and the cops. Very, very interesting. And he's not going to be very happy at the end of the day. Let's go ahead and watch it. You'll enjoy this one.
Got stopped by the Boston police. I was literally just about to head out. Just got done visiting my friends, so they look like they're being kind of strict. So I just wanted to go live.
By the way, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel and you like what I do, please go ahead and do so. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a like, say hi. I do appreciate that. Right, let's watch this crazy guy.
Yep. I actually have the Constitution in the window here, sir, and American jurisprudence, the conflicts of law. You know, I'm actually an investigator with the National Action Task Force.
Right. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm sure we'll find out from our legal expert over here.
That means, but you need to have a driver's license or some kind of registration on this car.
Yeah. I'm totally legit, sir.
I don't believe you are, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody believes this guy is legit. Nobody.
What state?
I'm a traveler.
What state were you traveling before this?
I just drove from South Carolina from here.
Up to here?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, softsets, they travel, they don't drive. Just so you know.
And a friend here in Boston.
Well, so, you have nothing on you, no ID or anything like that.
Yeah, I do. This is my private identification. I tried to hand it to you multiple times.
So, you know what I mean?
Sir,
you don't have a driver's license?
I've canceled my contracts with the government, so you guys no longer have jurisdiction to, prosecute and tow my vehicle because it's no longer under your jurisdiction.
You want to bet?
No, you don't have to reach one.
No. So, guys, just relax, okay?
I'm fine. We're relaxed.
You're on Instagram Live. I have about 50,000 followers, and I don't. No, sir. I'm a traveler.
I understand. Can you step out for me?
Sir, have I done anything wrong?
No, we're trying to figure that out, but right now you have no license. I don't know who you are, and your car's unregistered.
Yeah, but that's not a crime, sir. So.
Yeah, not having a license, insurance, tags, that might be a problem, I would say.
Okay, and since you are escalating, can you please get your sergeant out here?
Sure.
Thank you, sir. And since you are going to physically remove me from my vehicle, so you have to take my notice because this is public notice to your agency, and it becomes incumbent and advantageous for you to read it because it's legally binding. From the moment I hand you this, it's legally binding. So take this, sir.
You're in the Mass Ave area. To make your way down.
So he's refusing to take my documents here. What's your name, sir? Sir, what's your name?
My name's Al.
What's your badge number?
626.
Thank you, sir. You're the conducting officer in this incident?
Now I am upon a supervisor.
All right, here you go.
Again, I don't need that, sir.
See, that's actually illegal for him to refuse a public notice.
Take it to court. That's where you can argue this point. Not with a cop. Take it to court. Tell it to a judge.
Just a traveler, man. I live in my van, dog, and I'm just standing up for my rights in a world full of oppression. I turned on my interior lights and put down my windows so you guys. Right. I'm just.
I saw the license plate. We the people.
Yeah, we the people, man. You got.
Talk to you.
Yeah, you've taken an oath to protect and defend the Constitution, bro.
You want to defend the other drivers on the road who might be, because you don't have insurance or anything.
Yeah, right? Yes, I do, sir. If you would take a minute, I have.
Insurance.
I am legally bonded under a silver bond. You're just disregarding me because, listen, you have been hired to enforce public policy. Mm-hmm. I've canceled those contracts. I am now a private.
So what do you do in the winter? Do you drive this car in the winter?
Yeah.
You shovel the roads yourself?
No, there's no.
You use the taxpayers' dollars when you want to travel in the winter.
HJR 192, Public Law 73-10. They did away with money in 1933, sir.
Oh.
So what do you use to buy food, gas, clothes? I was going to say get a haircut, but that's probably not relevant in this case. Or a shave for that matter. So, yeah. Beer, yeah. You use money. That's just what you use, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
What do you buy this car with?
Fiat currency, because it's the accepted method of exchange today. You know, I'm just trying to explain to you, sir. You're not willing to take my document.
Fiat Exchange 1933. You
Yeah.
get away with money. You're traveling from South Carolina. Your name is Thomas. I'm hearing you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm hearing you work for
And
NEA Action Trust, right? You got open container gasoline in your car, which is not really good. It's very dangerous. You know, we're just concerned about you.
All right,
So,
appreciate your concern, sir. I'm not trying to. I'm just standing up for my rights. You know, you don't have any rights if you don't stand for them. You know.
Yeah, we all have rights. You've got the right to be idiot as well, and you seem to be doing quite well in that regard. Just my opinion, obviously.
Now you could easily violated me, and if I would allow you to, the general public just allows you to do that. You actually broke the law by opening my door.
I did, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, you did. You can't do that. I didn't give you permission. You need a constitutionally lawful warrant in order to touch my property. You cannot deprive me of my property or without due process of law, sir.
I understand.
So am I being detained right now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually $10,000 per incident. If you don't have a constitutionally lawful warrant signed by a magistrate judge in wet ink, you can't illegally detain me unless you have reasonable articulate suspicion that I'm in the process of committing a crime.
I love these guys. I love the thinking that they have. There's no logic. There's no logic to them. I think they like this group of people that sit around in a huddle and they think up all these nonsense things, and because there's no one there to dispute it, it becomes the truth to them. And now it's true. So the rest of us have to follow in that. Crazy, man.
Probable cause. Do you have any of those, sir?
Yep.
You have reasonable articulate suspicion that I've committed a crime?
Yes, I do.
What crime was committed?
Driving without a license.
That's a traffic infraction.
Driving without a license. No,
Is
it's actually
it-
criminal in this state, sir. You could be arrested for it.
No.
Like I said, we have a supervisor on our way. We're going to talk to him and find out what's
Under the
going on, all right?
Constitution, these are victimless crimes, sir.
So am I to understand that if there's no victim, there's no crime? Doesn't matter what you do. No victim, no crime. That might create a bit of chaos, I would think.
You're legally bound right now. The American National People of the Creator will, we have our whole legal. We have a federal court case
What kind
filed.
of, this is going to be Instagram, you said, or YouTube?
Yeah.
What is this on?
This is on my Instagram channel, which is The Gift of Eternal Life.
Okay.
And I also post it on Facebook as well. So I have a large following. I educate officers and I also educate the public on public and private law. So, and I'm one of the lead investigators with the National Action Task Force.
Yeah. Flynn, you can explain your
Sounds
situation.
good. I was trying to give him public notice of my private capacity. He's refused multiple times, and I'm just educating. I educate the officers and the public on public and private law.
How about you, I don't know, how about you qualify yourself to be able to teach your followers how to get a job? That'd be great. Get a job. Pay taxes. Do what you're supposed to do in this country to help build it up. Not this nonsense that you guys are spewing. I'm just saying. I mean, that's my opinion, obviously.
I've canceled all my government contracts. I'm now living in the private. This is my private conveyance. I've canceled my license. I no longer contract with the government. Okay, and I have the Constitution right here. You guys took in an oath to protect and defend my constitutional right to privacy. You guys cannot force me to contract with government agencies. And I cancel my license. Black's law definition of driving is to be.
You just confirmed you don't have a license. There's like how many cops around you? Think you can get away with that? No, I don't think so.
Here's official notice to your agency. You must take this, sir, because it becomes legally binding once you. And if you refuse it, it's reckless negligence because it informs you about my rights. And if you violate them, my nation's embassy is in California, and identification, which is copyrighted, and I'm legally indemnified through our silver bond, which is my legally.
I asked you to control the run on everything.
Yeah, I've canceled all my contracts. I've canceled all my contracts. I'm no longer in your.
You did have one though. Did you pass us that ID, please?
2018. Yeah, and this goes with it. So this is legal notice that goes with my ID. Legal notice in order to all.
And this is an ID,
Yeah.
which is what?
My American national identification. This is for your agency as well, sir. You guys must take this notice.
As a matter of interest, I lived in the States for a while. I started out in Oregon, and then I moved down to the Keys. lived in Key Largo for a few years. I drove through California when I drove from Oregon to the Keys. So I drove through California. That's about my experience with California at this point in time. If you live in California, in the bigger cities, LA, that kind of thing, what is your take on what's happening in California at this point in time? What I see on the on the news, on some channels, it seems to be a bit chaotic over there. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what happens in California? I'd really like to know that.
See, they're refusing again, guys.
You get pulled over quite a bit. When was the last time you got pulled over?
It's been a while, actually. You know, you guys are the first ones, but I mean, I've been pulled over. Like, that's like why I'm so popular, because they pull me over all the time. And you know, what I'm saying he's like not even trying to hear what I have to say. But a lot of people, a lot of officers are interested. They know I'm not just talking out the side of my mouth.
To do as well.
Right. You guys are hired to uphold public policy, which they're actually liable, you know what I'm saying, when you contract. But I've sent in notice, I've sent in all the documentation canceling my contracts due to the lack of full disclosure on their end is my right to travel freely and unencumbered and unfettered on the common way of mankind during this time. That's
Saying a lot of stuff there. None of that means a thing. Nothing. You've got no legal standing for what you just said there. There's nothing. Not even a bit. It's ridiculous. And that's why you get pulled over quite frequently, as per your words. Don't you talking nonsense?
That Supreme Court justice who ruled since the 1800s. Purchased the vehicle. Well, it's my private property.
You're not going to show us the VIN. You're not going to.
No, it's my. I mean, it's my. It's my right to privacy, because everything in your system is all registered and it's all part of the agency. Yep, took off the sticker because dude, it's my right to privacy. If you guys have to legally violate my rights, and you're gonna do it on a live stream, I'm telling you, it's on page 3 in our documentation. Minimum penalties for trespassing upon American national rights are inherent natural rights, unwarranted pedestrian stops. $10,000 each incident, $5,000 for every 5 minutes illegally detained.
Okay. I love this sheet that he brings up there with all the costs involved in being pulled over. If any of that were true, even remotely, this guy would probably be driving a Maybach. He'd be living in some fancy house somewhere, you know. He's living in his van. He's living in his van. Which, I don't know. I'm not the brightest guy out there, but to me that says, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of money. He's kind of scraping by from time to time. That's what it tells me. I could be wrong. He could be a billionaire. I don't know. From what I see there, not living broadly. So those charges that he mentioned there, only in his mind. Only in his mind. What do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Tell me.
If detained in handcuffs, it's $100,000 per incident, $10,000 for every 5 minutes detained after. A signed warrant must be present for an arrest to take place or a criminal act with an injured party. You guys must have...
He must be loaded by now.
We have a federal court case filed, which in case of one of your agents violate my rights, we're able to file claims against your liability bond. So, I mean, you're welcome to violate my rights if you want to, but I mean...
And tonight you tell us the car's unregistered, it's uninsured, and
no, sir, it is insured. I'm trying to hand you my documents, okay, and you're refusing to take them. So
we have to verify it.
Yep. So this is official notice to what police department are you? Cambridge? All right, this is official notice to the Cambridge Police Department of my private capacity. Thank you. You've taken it. It becomes legally binding, and it is advantageous for you to read that.
Copy?
Yep, that's yours, sir. I have multiple copies.
This is a fun conversation. I really enjoy this. A little bit one-sided, right? Only our crazy guy, allegedly, doing most of the talking, but it's interesting to hear him.
So it's advantageous for you to read that.
What about your vehicle? Is your vehicle insured?
Yes, that's my insurance. I'm bonded underneath our nation's silver bond, and it's for liability. The American National People's Creator. If you believe I violated any laws or rights, you have to contact.
So it's not registered. The vehicle's not registered anywhere.
It's in a private trust.
So it's not registered. Okay.
No, it's not. Not registered, sir.
Tom, is that your name since you were born, or did you pick
Yes. My
That's your name
name
is
Thomas
Birth
Edward
certificate?
Humphrey. Yeah.
You went to middle school, high school, that name?
Yes.
Okay.
I've canceled all my contracts.
Well, there's usually a record still. That,
Yeah,
you know.
when you, there's no such thing as you can't just expunge your record from the driver's license or anything else. So right now you're unregistered, you're uninsured,
I am.
and you're unlicensed.
I've canceled all my contracts. It's a Black's law definition of driving is to be engaged in commerce on public roads. I'm not a commercial driver. I'm a traveler, sir.
You're engaging in commerce. You're buying fuel. That's commerce. You're buying fuel for that. What do you call it? Your vehicle that you're driving. You're buying fuel for that. That's commerce.
I mean, you're gonna take
I'll take it, yeah. Unlicensed and, right?
unregistered and uninsured, yeah.
Can you step off on me, Thomas, please?
Wow, guys, I live in here, man. This is.
It looks to me like our guy is going to get arrested.
Respectfully. I mean, we're treating you respectfully, and like you said, fines and penalties and everything's in there. So
What's that?
we're treating you with all due respect and whatnot, but step up, please.
So, what are you guys just towing my vehicle?
We're going to talk to you about it. Step up.
All right. See, sometimes it just, they won't listen to you, but they've been put on notice, though.
We appreciate you being
Do you have any
respectful.
weapons on you or anything, Thomas?
No, sir.
Okay, do you mind just face the cop on me?
This car was hit by a motor vehicle that was trying to
Again, you've been respectful. We appreciate that.
Yes. Why am I being put under arrest, though?
All right, so this is where our Softset is he's being arrested and his vehicle is being towed. This guy is actually very well known in the Softset arena. It's well known on YouTube as well. This is a golden oldie. It's it's just a fun video. I like the conversation he has with the cops. One-sided, but very, very enlightening to listen to this guy. Very, very cool. Very cool. I hope you enjoyed this, Mr. Humphrey. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Please make sure to like, subscribe, sign in the comments. It does help us a lot. I'll see you in the next one.